Stephen's mom winces every time she thinks about what he wears to work every day. For the life of her, she cannot fathom that Stephen has a real job, where he can wear jeans and shorts and doesn't have to get a haircut or shave all the time. For the past 12 years, Stephen has pulled this off by jumping from title to title to title in the bike industry. The current key accounts manager for Sarah's cycling group. In other words, he sells bike racks, trainers, power tap hubs, and accessories to multi-store accounts across the US. He gets to ride his bike and talk about bike stuff and hang around bikes. And make money. Maybe Stephen's mom is right. It really isn't about the bike, Lance, but it led me to where I am in life and can inspire all of us to make our world a better place. Please welcome Stephen to the stage.
Get a haircut.
Hippie.
Yeah, I have a cheering section. All right, so after that one, there's only one appropriate way to start this, right? So it's speakers to you, Mark, set, go. In the last 10 years, you've heard a lot of things about Lance Armstrong. You've heard him called the greatest cyclist who's ever lived. You've heard him called an idol to cancer patients all around the country. You've heard him called a liar, a cheat, a fake, the biggest doper, and the biggest scam artist who ever lived. I can tell you two things about Lance Armstrong. The first thing is, I'm not here right now if not for Lance Armstrong. I was inspired as a young poetry major at the University of Iowa to get out and ride a bicycle around campus. And that went from riding a bike to racing a bike to shaving my legs. And lo and behold, poetry majors don't make a lot of money. So poetry majors need to go out and find real jobs. And what do poetry majors who like to shave their legs do? They find jobs in the bicycle industry. And so I went from being one of those people who was inspired by Lance, watching him race, to learning that I can make a career out of riding bicycles. This is awesome. This is cool. This is something that nobody else gets to do. And I'm not unique. There are tens of thousands of people who are inspired by Lance to get out and ride. There are thousands of white, mid-30-year-old males in this country who work in the bike industry because of Lance Armstrong. I'm not making that up. We're all over the place. We run into each other everywhere. And we're the type of people who get up in the morning and put our kids in the trailers and ride them down to preschool, and then we ride to work, and we get to hang out all day. And the cool thing about this, and the reason I get up in the morning, is I can sell bicycling to people, and bicycling can save this world. And I'm not even kidding. I'm not exaggerating in any way, shape, or form. Bicycles can be a way to help build community. They can bring families together. They can get little kids out. They can get us all around each other, released from the enraptures of a car to see each other and see each other as we live. 20 seconds. Bikes can solve all of your stress. They really can. My wife can tell you that the 20-minute bicycle ride I have from work to home eliminates work almost every day. So she rarely hears me talk about what happened to me that day at work, because I can ride away my stress. I can ride away that fixation on what's going on. Bikes can get our kids out, and that's the key, out. My daughter, pictured here, loves riding single track. She loves her iPad too, I'm not gonna lie to you, but she likes to get out into nature, and we need to get kids out and doing things and experiencing the world, not behind an iPad or a game console. That's Jared from Subway. I needed to find a picture of somebody who was fat, and I figured Jared wouldn't mind. Bicycles can help us. We have a growing epidemic in this country. We all know this. We have an obesity problem. We need people to be more active for an hour a day, half an hour a day. And for a lot of people, running's great. Other people like to ride bikes. Bikes can solve a lot of our traffic problems. We have a growing congestion problem in this country. We are totally blessed. We live in a dreamland. We don't live in reality. This Madison, Wisconsin is not reality. But we live in a place where we truly can get to and from places faster sometimes by bike than we can by car. I'm a good example of that. But ultimately, the reason I get out of bed in the morning, more than anything else, is because I'm a dad and I'm a husband. And I have to make money and provide for my family. And so I get to do that through the bicycle industry. And I learned this. I learned this model of being a good, responsible adult from my own father. My father inspired me in a lot of ways and a lot of different passions. My father was a great guy. He taught me what it meant to be a dad. He taught me what it meant to be a husband. and he taught me the importance of loving. The first thing I think my father really truly taught me was, you have to be willing to get out there and lead, and you have to be willing to get out there and be goofy, and you have to get out there and be crazy and do stupid things. Just for your kids, for you, for everybody. You're never wrong as a parent. But you can always try to be a little bit crazier as a parent and inspire your kids to try different things. The other thing that he taught me, and he always made it a really big point in his life, and he never told me this, he showed me this, was sometimes it's okay to follow. Follow your kids. Think about what your kids are telling you to do. Use them as an example to learn more. And that's what he taught me. Amazing man my father was. And unfortunately, my father passed away last September from leukemia after a 13-month battle. This is his last birthday party. My father smiled and laughed all the way to his death. I can tell a story that my father told jokes going into hospice, and truly was the type of person who reached out and inspired people for that reason. I have to go through life knowing what kind of person he was and what he taught me. It's true. I wish cancer would get cancer and die. I am not unique. I recognize in the industry, I am not unique. I'm one of thousands of white, middle-aged, 30-year-old males running around riding bikes, and you know what? Almost everybody in this room has been affected by cancer in some way, shape, or form. It's a tragedy of our lifetime, and it's something we know. So, all right. Here's the other thing I can tell you about Lance. Everybody stand up. Come on, let's go. I'm throwing slides away on you people standing up. Close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. The second thing about Lance is Lance believes that he's going to cure cancer. It takes a truly rash, a truly crazy person to think that they're going to go out and cure cancer. Nobody in their right mind thinks they're going to cure cancer, but Lance thinks he is. And so we're all going to sit here and think for a couple seconds. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a count to 5. And at the end of 5, we're all going to say what that one crazy thing is that we would personally do in our own lives if we weren't held back by money or family or jobs or anything. All right, so think, because I'm throwing away slides on you. I'm throwing away slides. Ready? Here's my countdown. 5. At the end, we're all saying it together, so nobody's embarrassed. 4 together. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ninja.
All right, try again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Samurai.
So here's the crazy thing I would do. I want to be mayor of Madison someday. I don't really know when. I don't really know how. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get there. But if Lance Armstrong thinks he can cure cancer, I think I can be mayor of Madison.